Hi, hi. Welcome to Incredible You Coach program. My name is Kumar. I am by profession project management professional. I have done my PMP and I worked for Nokia, Samsung, Vodafone, and Ericsson companies as a project manager. From 2018, I started facing challenges. So in that time, I came across the Surfincon's program and I decided to enroll this program and it changed my life from that day onwards. Okay, now we will learn week 1 program. It is a 10-week program. It divided into 5 weeks. Like each week is in 2 weeks program. Okay, so now we will see the modules in the first week. First of all, we will understand the rules of the program. I'll just read the rules. One is you have to attend all the sessions without fail, and second is you have to do all the exercises, and third is you have to support and encourage each other, and fourth one is it's a self discovery program and I will be only the facilitator for you. And last one is you have to respect each other and don't complain and don't be in complaining mode. Okay, understand? Okay, now you introduce yourself so that I can understand of each of you in a better way. Yeah, now in week 1, it is all about finding who are you and discovering your inner DNA. So let's start the program. Yeah, now let's start the first activity called personality test. It is activity called who are you. You will be given some sequence of questions and you have to respond to each question by selecting one of the two statements given below. At the end, you will get comprehensive summary what kind of person you are. Okay. So there will be 3 steps in this. I'll just read from the manual. Step 1, you will be broadcasted a personality test from the coaching hub. And in step 2, you will see the list of questions. Each question has 2 statements and you have to respond to each question by selecting one of the statement that is which is related to you mostly. Okay. And third step is after all questions are finished, you will press the submit button and a comprehensive report will be generated which explains your personality. Got it? The outcome of this test is you will be aware what kind of person you are really and what kind of personality traits you have and how you are using this information to drive your life to produce better results and achieve success. Yeah, when I do my personality test, I got the report saying that I am a reformer and most of the time I spend in good state and average state. Okay. So can I know what is the personality type you got? And you know one thing, this personality report, when I saw this report, I was surprised because 90% of the information generated by personality report is reflecting me, which I never know previously. Through this report, I came to know more about myself. This is such a wonderful report. Now, what is the use of this tool? Let me know in which state you are spending most of your time. This tells us. And for example, in my case, I am spending most of the time in average state. So, after reading this report, I came to know I should spend my most of the time in good state and very good state so that I can take better decisions. And you should find what is triggering you to be in average state and below average state. This really helps us to stop that going into average state and below average state. So when you come to the point of what triggers you to go into below average state. So for me, if someone is not listening to me when I say some work or when I assign some job in the job what we are doing, then it triggers me to go into below average state so that my mood will go off and I may scream on him, right? This kind of situations will arise and it triggers to go into below average state. Now we'll go to the next activity called Wheel of Life. This tells us in which areas of life we are strong and which areas of life we need to work on. We'll see the steps involved in doing this activity. I'll read from the manual. Okay, step 1. Broadcast this tool and you have to log in and begin the action sequence. You can broadcast this tool from your coaching hub. I will broadcast the tool from the coaching hub. In step 2, you will go through the sequence of questions. Each question has to be rated on the scale from 1 to 10. 1 is the lowest and 10 being the highest. Step 3. After all the questions are finished, you will hit the submit button and your wheel will be generated showing the final result. When you get the wheel after answering the questions, your wheel may not be round, it may be jagged because some areas you might be rated high like 6, 7, 8, 9 and some areas may be low like 2 and 3. You should not rate 5. Okay. So then you have to find which areas of your life at the moment has been rated high and which areas of life has been rated low like 2 and 3. So in my case, I have rated 3 for career and fun and recreation. So I worked on that and the rating has gone up. Now my wheel of life is almost smooth, almost round. So let me know which areas of your life are strong and which areas of life are weaker, where you need to work on. Now we'll see the next activity, speech activity. In this activity, you will think about yourself from the other person's perspective. Like someone they know you, someone you know you. The outcome of this activity is to you to understand what qualities you have developed that world can see you. And how to use this activity, just I will read the instructions from the manual. Step 1, you have to put yourself in the someone else shoes mentioned in the activity, and you write about yourself from their perspective. Step 2, you have to repeat for all three people to get three different perspectives. So in this activity, imagine three people who you know are writing about yourself to read in a huge party to celebrate you. So three people are, like, one is from your family member, and one is your close friend, and another is your colleague. So you have to write in their perspective A4 size paper uh, matter, okay, and then you will understand what kind of person you are, right? When I did this activity, I have written in the perspective of my friend, and he praised me a lot, and he always says I am there for every time when he need of me. So these kind of words will think, and will get will get to know. Sometimes we will also forget this kind of uh, traits we have in ourselves, inside of us. So this activity helps us to bring out what kind of personality we have. Understand? You have to share and explain what you discovered about yourself in this activity. Our next activity is baselines. Discovering baselines. What is a baseline? It is a core quality that you own, you live your life through, and which determines how you feel. So these baselines are developed over the years without realizing yourself. Your subconscious mind picks up from your friends, family, society, and from your experiences. These baselines will not be changed until unless some drastic changes will happen, like someone's death in the family or some unusual things happens. Normally in our life, thoughts generates feelings, and feelings leads to actions, and actions leads to results. Okay, but when thoughts go through baselines and decide how you feel, that makes you take action, and which results which leads to results is actually should be happening. Okay, so what happens if your thoughts go through baselines and take actions, and which will give a good results? In this way, if you go through this, if your thoughts go through this, you will take a better decisions, and you will be having a happier life, and also you will get desired results. That means the awareness of your baselines will enable you to better understand what drives you to take action, what do you feel the way you feel, why do you seem to be upset sometimes without knowing the reason behind, and why are you getting the results that you are getting in your life. So these are the main things which you will understand by knowing the baselines. Now we'll do our next activity called discover baselines. So in this activity you will be given some baselines, and you have to select 6 most relevant baselines for you. I will read the instructions from the manual how to use this tool. In step 1, I will broadcast the tool, and you have to select as many baselines which are most relevant to you. In step 2, pick 24 baselines that are most important out of the list you have picked earlier. And in step 3, you have to pick 6 most important baselines from what you have selected so far. Then put them in order, with the most important one being the first. So my baselines are family, discipline, dreaming, happiness, gratitude, and credibility. So these are the 6 most relevant baselines for me. And please share your baselines which you got through this tool. Now we'll do our next activity called baseline expression. In this activity, you will write all the baselines which are being expressed in each area of your life and how they are expressing. I'll read instructions from this manual. In step 1, look at all the major areas of your life like health, relationship, finances, learning, etc., career. And in step 2, look at your baselines, 6 baselines, and write down how they are being expressed in all these areas of your life. Now describe your 6 baselines, how it's being expressed in each of your key areas of your life. For example, if you take finances and wealth, my baselines of family, gratitude, discipline, credibility is being expressed. So how it is being expressed? When coming to wealth and finance, we will consider our family's benefit, and we should feel happy about what we are possessing. And when we are possessing, you will see the credibility also, whether it is a right kind of investment or can we possess that one. And discipline, in my case, am I following, I'll think that is it right decision or not, will it help me or not, or further any problems will come or not. All these things I will look into this. In my case it is called discipline. So similarly, explain how these baselines have been expressed in each your areas of life. The outcome of this activity is you will understand how much area of your life is being expressed with 6 baselines, is in sync with 6 baselines. Now if you realize which baselines are being expressed in your areas of life, and you will understand why you are enjoying some part of your life through these baselines. Now we'll do our next activity called baseline non-expression. In this activity, you will write down which baselines are not being expressed in some of your areas of your life. The outcome of this activity is to understand which baselines have not been expressed or not being in sync with some of your areas of your life. I will read the instructions from the manual how to use this tool. Step 1. Look all the major areas of your life, health, relationship, finances, etc. And in step 2, look at your 6 baselines and write down how they are not being expressed in all those areas of your life. So in my case, career, if you see career area of my life, I have not expressed more than 2 baselines. I expressed only 2 baselines, which is family and credibility. That means when I take up some decision in career, I always think in point of view of family and credible sources, where whether I can take up this job or not. So now describe how your 6 key baselines are not being expressed in each of your key areas of your life. And with this activity, you will understand why some areas of your life are not being enjoyed like other parts of your life. Now you understood which areas of your life has been expressed with some of your baselines and not being expressed in some of your areas of life. So now our next activity is change activity. In this activity, you have to see how you can make all your 6 baselines be satisfied in all areas of your life. The outcome of this activity is in all areas of your life to be in sync with all 6 baselines. I will read the instructions from the manual how to use this tool. In step 1, look all the major areas of your life, health, relationship, finances, etc. And from the previous activity, see how your 6 baselines are not being satisfied in each of the area. And in step 2, think of all the possible ways you can make your 6 core baselines be satisfied in those areas. Now, based on your previous activity where you did wrote your baselines which are not being expressed in areas of your life, you need to change them. You need to change in each area of your life to have your 6 baselines to be satisfied. Like for example, in my career only 2 baselines have I expressed, like family and credibility, and other baselines like happiness, dreaming, uh, gratitude and not being expressed. So I worked on that so that all other 4 baselines also met in this area of life. So how I worked out on that? So apart from family and credibility, I have dreamed about a job which I have to do, which gives me happiness. Okay, and I have shown my gratitude for that. So this way, I move forward. I moved forward in my career area of life. So now you explain how you changed your how you changed yourself to meet baselines which are missing, which have been not being expressed in each area of your life. Now you have changed your baselines, right? How you feel about this activity? If you make decisions based on your baselines, would you accomplish what you have just written? You will accomplish, right? So this is all about first week program. Okay, we'll meet in the next program.